Welcome to another episode of Will There Be Cake? I'm your host, Amber Simpson, and with me over there, that horse face of a man, Robert Lamb.
Well, that might be the rudest thing I've ever heard. I don't know. I guess that's why we're talking like Mr. Ed over there.
Yeah. Is that what Mr. Ed sounds like?
I don't know.
I figure like some kind of horse might sound like that.
Yeah. I mean, that is why you put all that peanut butter in your mouth earlier. So that way it made it look like your lips were moving when you were talking. But then I told you, you could just talk normal. Amber Simpson, you're not a horse.
You're not a horse. Your lips don't move anyway.
Yeah, you don't need peanut butter in them lips.
Is that what they did back in the days? Is that why horses go
they put peanut
weird?
butter like inside his mouth, so then he was constantly moving his lips to lick the peanut butter off, and it looked like he was talking.
He really just looked uncomfortable.
Almost kind of cruel.
That is kind of cruel.
Except they like peanut butter, so you know what? So win, lose, win.
Anyway, today is National Horse Robert Face Day.
Okay, very rude. Very rude. I don't agree with that. My face is not long. If anything, it's too short.
It is kind of short. You know,
all right,
if anything, I have a horse face.
Nah, you look more like a bird.
Great.
I was just doing the D thing.
Thanks. That's worse.
You just call me. Why is that worse?
Because D is like fucking.
D and Mac are dating in real life.
That's true.
They love each other.
I know, it's so cute.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's horse day.
Okay.
Do you like horses?
Nay.
You know, people who are like obsessed with horses.
Yeah, there are people like that.
That's weird.
I have my mom's friend. She's like older lady, like in her 60s. She loves horses. Like she's got horse paintings, horse everything, and she's older.
Does she own a horse though?
It's
even weirder when you don't own a horse.
She used to. They used to live on a farm or something like that.
Aww.
They moved down here. But she goes and helps at the handicap place where the handicap people ride horses. And it's like and I went there and volunteered one time for school, for college. Like there was a course when I was taking my education, like going into education. We had to volunteer our time, and I went to this horse ranch. I forget what it was called. But you go there, and there's people with like Down syndrome and different afflictions or diseases or whatever it is. And basically, you just go around and you like walk the horse with them, make sure that they're okay. And then some of them, you actually this was funny. No, I always walked next to them. But
what if they like fall off?
Yeah, you make sure. Usually they're pretty strapped in there and stuff. It's not just like a thing. But it also depends on the person.
Right.
But I remember there was one person, I think he had Down syndrome. And what they tried to do is, I think it was him, but they would throw like a ball to him while he was on the horse. Like they would throw like a Nerf ball. And
to the kid or to the horse?
To the kid. The horse would get on its hind legs, catch it, and run for a touchdown. No, they would do it to the kid while the horse was walking around the track. And what you do is you walk next to the horse and you just throw it to him. And basically, they said we just try to get it to where to build up his hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
And also so he stretches and reaches behind and stuff. They're like, he's going to drop and stuff, but just pick it up and throw it back. And he catches it, and it's fun for him. So I did that, but they're like, but the kid I was throwing to was like this guy who, younger kid, he was probably like 15 or something like that. But he would always throw it too far, and they're like, he's doing that on purpose. I'm like, is he really? And then they're like, yeah, because every time he would throw it over my head, I'd go get it, and he would just laugh. And I'm like, that's
what a jerk.
So I'd go back over there and like throw it to him, and then he'd throw it, and then he'd just laugh again. And I'm like, all right, I get you.
Oh, you entertained him.
Yeah. So like I volunteered there for about a week and stuff, and it was interesting.
So
it was horses.
Then you've ridden a horse.
And I cleared out like
the poopies?
Yeah.
Gross.
I had to clean
they got
the
big
stable.
old poopies.
Yeah. I helped with that too.
Gross.
I've ridden a horse a couple times. I've never ridden like one of those big ones, like the Clydesdales.
Me neither.
Those things
you
are
used
like...
You used to be able to ride them at Busch Gardens.
Could you?
Yeah.
Maybe I did as a kid then.
Because they had the Clydesdale. Yeah, I can't remember if I did either, but I know, I assume it was probably like a lot of money, so I probably didn't.
Yeah.
But they had them at like, because when they had the like Anheuser-Busch thing there where they like they actually had a brewery there or whatever.
They would give out free beer. I think you could have like a free beer
you can still get a free beer at
at
the little, but you have to be
21.
Well, duh. But also like in the industry or whatever, I think now.
Which industry?
Like the bartender
Park?
restaurant industry, that kind of shiznits.
Cool.
Anyway, yeah, I rode some horses before. I forget where I went. I went somewhere like on a field trip, and we rode them through like some like wooded area, and that was really cool.
I forget. I don't remember if it was Devil's Den or Cedar Kirk. It was like some campground where they had horse riding. I remember doing a horse ride like through the woods and stuff, and I think that was like my first like official time like being on a horse by myself.
That's
and being
fun.
old enough to like hold the reins and stuff.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, it's cool, but your legs hurt after a while.
Yeah,
They really do hurt.
they do hurt.
Yeah, walk all bow-legged.
Yeah. Anyway, let's learn about some horses.
What do horses do for a living?
In 2004, Congress designated December 13th, that's today, as National Horse Day. And since then, Americans have been taking the day to celebrate and appreciate the role of the horse and not only helping our country become what it is today, but also its current role in the modern era. They actually contribute like $9.2 billion to the U.S. economy, like plowing fields, moving food and supplies into rural areas, moving livestock into ranches, or just being, therapy horses. How do you say this word? Equine?
Equine.
Equine?
Now you got me. Equine. Equine?
Equine?
No. I think it's equine.
Okay, well, we'll
equine? It might be equine.
We just won't say that word anymore.
That means horse, though.
Okay, yeah, duh. So they believe that horses arrived in America through colonialism, but they've flourished in the Great Plains and the mountainous West. And then they still have rodeos that have horses.
Are there wild horses in America?
Wild horses.
Very good Rolling Stones song, I agree.
I can imagine there would be. I don't know for fact.
I thought there were, but I can't remember if they were like actually wild or they were like released.
Yeah, I feel like they are.
It's just weird that we like took a whole animal and just like, you're ours now. You do everything. You pull our shit and you let us ride you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like there's no wild.
Actually, it was 5,000 BC when humans began domesticating horses.
BC?
It's probably like the first. You think it was like the first animal that humans domesticated? Because what else is there?
I don't know.
BC, yeah.
Cows, they had
as like
milk and
pets,
shit.
though.
Oh, pets. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I guess what does domesticating mean?
Yeah, domesticated just means for human use, basically.
Okay, yeah.
Like they even change appearance after time. That's why dogs all look different.
So yeah, in 5000 BC is when the earliest evidence came from a shin bones and bit gear found in Kazakhstan. And then by 3000 BC, domesticated horses were widespread. In 1200, they were well known for their speedy raids and horse-mounted archers when the Mongols went to war. And they were able to conquer much of the Asian continent because of their horsey buddy friends.
I think Genghis Khan taught them how to his warriors to shoot bow and arrows from horses, and they had to be able to shoot like
it's not easy. I do it in Zelda and like
oh my god, can you imagine putting those fingers on all those buttons?
It's so hard, and you can like do a flip off of a horse and then shoot the bow and arrow. I've gotten so good at it.
I don't think Genghis Khan's armies did that though.
You don't know?
I don't think they did like a back
Were you there?
In the slow down motion.
Slow motion.
There it is.
He
did fight giant robots, though, for sure.
Okay, yeah, that's totally real.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Do you know when the Kentucky Derby started?
Kentucky Derby, it's got to be pretty old. I want to say is 1800 sometime.
Yep.
So 1875?
Yeah, whoa.
Is it really?
Yeah, May 17th, 1875. The horse Aristides and his rider Oliver Lewis won the first ever Derby.
I figured it was after the Civil War, so I was trying to think, but it had to be pretty close.
I had no idea that the Kentucky Derby was such a big thing.
Yeah.
I went we were out to eat for my sister's birthday in like September this year when they had it, and like what my cousin was telling me like how huge it is and how like her mom is like really obsessed with it and stuff. It's so short. It's like
it's
like on
it's one
TV,
race.
and there's like thousands of people there, and it's one race. And it's
it's one race for that. They do multiple races, I think. Like, I don't know, but that one's considered just one race.
Yeah,
but it's a big thing, and a lot of people dress up.
Yeah,
and like
it's
they
like
go
an
out
old
there and
fashioned
stuff.
thing. I mean, I guess it's a tradition. 1875
Derby. Like, I work at the card room, and when you go there for when they do the Kentucky Derby, my first year working there, I didn't realize it was that big of a thing either. But obviously, I'm in a card room that has dog racing, so they put it literally on every TV when it was about to start. So he was like, "Go around, turn on all the TVs to the Kentucky Derby right now, like it's about to start." So I went around, did that, and I passed out like flyers to people to say like you can get a free drink if you go down and watch it at this big. They had a big screen outside to watch it, and people they go if anybody's wearing blue or pink. It was like light blue or pink. And people would wear that with like straw hats and stuff like that. And they would come in. And some people were like drinking fancy drinks and
of course
all that kind of. What was it? Mint juleps or
mint juleps. That's
like
right.
That.
Yeah. We did a mint julep day.
They would drink those and like go down and watch the race. But yeah, it doesn't last that long. But it's a big thing.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think traditions are stupid, but there are some that I like.
Yeah.
I just think they're
old timey
cool.
ones are fun too because like.
I mean, they evolve over time. It's just kind of cool that it's like still a thing,
right?
Like over 100 years later.
Yeah, that's insane. That's so long ago.
Nice
horses, man. In 2018, I remember when they announced this. They some horse specialists, that word that we don't know how to pronounce, learned that horses see colors differently than humans, and that information is now being used to improve race course safety.
They also, horses have vision on the side of their head, so they put the blinders on them too.
Yeah.
So they can't see, they can only see really straightforward.
Okay.
That way they don't see all the horses next to them because then they all like panic and shit.
Yeah.
I assume. I don't know.
You're probably right.
And jockeys are really short.
You're a jockey. Is that the people that ride horses?
Yeah. They're like usually like 4 or 5 feet.
Really?
Yeah. They're tiny.
Nice.
Because if you're smaller, you can, you're lighter on the horse, go faster.
So I hear like horses are like supposed to be like really smart, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And they have like emotions and stuff. That's why people like them so much.
Yeah,
they, like,
I mean,
build an attachment to their owners, and
they're pretty. I've heard they're pretty good. Like, yeah, a lot of people who own horses and stuff like that say they're pretty smart.
Yeah, and they bond well with humans.
Yeah.
Some horses can live up to 40 years in the wild.
Damn. How many in the stable?
I don't know. Didn't tell me.
35.
They're not on the endangered species list, but there are fewer than 25,000 wild horses in the U.S. So there are wild horses, but not many.
I thought I heard about it like in like Yosemite or like Yellowstone and stuff. I think there's still wild horses, but I'm surprised.
But they're not from here.
Right.
They were brought here by the Spanish explorers.
Right, they're not native to.
Yeah, I don't think.
they
Or
are.
it says Mustangs.
Oh, maybe
Mustangs are descendant from Iberian horses, which were brought by Spanish explorers.
Yeah.
Not the car, the horsey.
Dang. They didn't have cars back then?
So you could celebrate going on a horseback ride, watching Seabiscuit or Black Beauty or National Velvet or... There's a horse in a lot of movies.
But any cowboy movie.
Any cowboy movie. Or you can donate to a horsey charity.
Yeah. Or donate your time.
Or, like Robert did.
Horsey charity or other charity that has horses.
Other charities that involve horses.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got about horses, man.
Right. I get you.
They like apples, and I just ate an apple.
Damn. So you are a horse.
Yeah, I know.
Calling me a horse over here, and
That's
you're chowing down on apples and putting peanut butter in your mouth.
Yeah, I do like peanut butter, too. I could be a horse if I wanted to.
That's true. I've always said that about you.
She could be a horse if she wanted to. Could be whatever you want. If you try hard enough.
Can you gallop? Have you tried galloping?
Yeah, I could totally gallop.
No, on all fours.
I mean, on this carpet, maybe.
Yeah, on the street, it hurts.
I don't have hooves. I have bones and skin.
You have bones and skin?
Bones and skin.
I think horses have bones and skin, too.
But they also have hooves.
That's true. You are lacking hooves, but maybe if we just attach some of those horseshoes right to your hands, might get some good traction on the roads.
I think they're too heavy.
And it'll probably hurt your hands when they nail them
Horsies
into your palms.
Horsies are big and heavy, and I'd be scared to own one.
I mean, I don't know.
Like
If I had like
kick you
a
in the
ranch
face.
and stuff like that, when you walk around the horse, you always put your hand on the back
Yeah.
and rub it along their back so they don't kick you because they get panicky.
Yeah, they do.
Who the fuck's behind me?
They're scared of shit.
Yeah, they're very freaky.
Yeah.
Even in Red Dead Redemption, you got to break them in.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same
Calm
with
down, horsey, calm
Zelda.
Yeah, you got to break them in.
You gotta break them in. You gotta catch that big one, and then you ride it, and you like pet it, and it goes rah rah, and you pet it, and then it's like, okay, I'll be your friend now, and then you could call it whenever you want.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What, play Zelda?
No.
That's what I'm gonna do because it's been a while.
It's been a while. I'm going to watch City Slickers.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah. I mean, it's just about like, some
Racism.
Guys who are just gonna be racism.
Seems like it would be racist, maybe.
No, it's 1991. It's
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Billy Crystal. He's not racist unless he's doing Sammy Davis Jr. But basically, it's just about some normal guys that go out to the range and drive in some cattle.
Okay,
So
that's a good one.
I'll do that. And I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do while I'm watching that?
Eat an apple?
Eat a freaking cake, maybe an apple cake.
Ooh, yeah.
In the shape of a horse.
Peanut butter cake is what I'm gonna have.
Peanut butter cake. Oh, and then you start eating it, we'll know exactly that you're suped to be talking at that moment.
You're supposed to be talking because that's the only way you look like you're talking is if you have peanut
Every
butter
time
in
you
your
eat,
mouth.
when you eat peanut butter, I'm just going to talk for you, and people will think it's you.
I probably would do that with my mouth if I had too much, like a clump of peanut butter.
Yeah, when it's too much. When I eat those peanut butter crackers, sometimes it gets caught in my cheek, and I'm like, oh my god.
God damn, I feel like a horse.
Yeah, I feel like a horse, and I just get
Damn
on
it.
all fours and walk around, tell people to ride me, and then I put my face into
Oh,
a fucking
no.
stirrup,
Sounds bad.
and I just eat a bunch of oats.
That just sounds sexual now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I'm gonna go throw this apple rind away.
Core
Away.
Yeah.
Rind also.
Yeah.
Yeah. See.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have a PB cake.
PB cake.
PB cake.
PB cake. PB cake. All right.
All right, I think that does it for this episode. Will there be cake? Thank you for joining, Robert, Lamb, and I.
And if you enjoyed the podcast, let us know, yay or nay.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
This has been a Seven Lamb production.